Okay, what we want to do is we want to check the rings at the top to see if they're up there at the top and they're seated. Then we'll pull the piston down at the bottom and see how much taper's in that journal. But if we know we're pulling 15 at the top here, what are we pulling on the next one? You need at least 18 a seal to give you good compression. What's that one telling you?
Well, I'm saying
I'm
not
going to
good.
pull it all down
Right.
there. See, it's not pulling, it's not, the rings ain't holding. So your rings are worn on it too. We already know that. We know it's a used motor. We know it's worn. Nothing's perfect on it. But bottom line is, what do we got? Now we're pulling about 17. You want them to pull at least 20 to 24. You're not getting that. So, the least we could do to it would be putting new, hone it if it was the right size and it's not wore out, and then put new rings in it. But we also got to check the taper of it as well. Not pulling hardly anything. I'm gonna try something though, because this could be getting a little. See how soft that is?
Yeah.
It'll pull down. I mean, if you had your hand on it, see it?
Mm-hmm.
You put it on there, it'll pull down. So it's not this. I always think maybe it's this because it's used, but it's not that. When you get it right, you put it over a hole, it'll pull down. Second guessing yourself is not a good idea. But I do it time to time. See, it's just pulling air out of your crankcase. What that's going to do is burn your oil and all that jazz. See how it bleeds off real quick? We didn't pull over 6. Okay, so your rings ain't holding. That's no good. We know we got to tear the motor apart no matter what. Okay? I was hoping maybe if we could get 18 out of it, maybe we could salvage something on top end. You're not going to salvage anything on top end either. You got to pull the pistons out. Hone it, bore it, whatever. If you can find out the standard size of your journals, that'd be great. You understand what that means?
No.
Okay, the bore. We need to know if this thing is boreable.
Oh, it is.
Can you buy oversized pistons?
I don't know where.
Well, we need to find out what size the journals are.
Would that just be under bore?
Huh?
Would that just be under bore?
Yeah.
3 and 5/16.
Huh?
3 and 5/16.
3 and 5/16. That might work. Have you used a snap gauge before?
Is that what that thing's called?
Yes, sir.
No.
Vacuum on rings was under 18, basically. They tell you how oversized they can be or undersized.
0.001. Is that out around?
Yeah. Out of round is what?
0.001.
So out of round.
Yep. Because out around and taper. There was something about.
Huh?
There was something about oversized. Pistons in there too. Take a look at that in a minute.
It's actually 314,000. Have this here. Let's just see how big we are. This is not the most accurate way to do it, but I ain't got my bigger caliper here, so. We're just gonna get close and see what's going on. You're at 318,000. 319, 318 basically. 319. Okay, so if I'm at 319, 3 inches, 319 thousandths. Let's see if it goes right through there. We're gonna be off the thousandths, but 314, you're 5 thousandths over, that's why. Means you're 8 out 5 thousandths. Now, how do you know you got a pretty good accurate? Because this will come through. If I've already got it in there, watch. If I've already got it in there and I'm trying to just wiggle it up on one side, it should come right out of there. Yeah, pop right out. So, I know my measurement's pretty good. You at least got one. That's 339,000 or 319 thousandths. Means that this thing's over 5,000. That means 2 on one side, 2 over on the other. So that means these things are pretty warm.
Okay.
We're just gonna go through this real quick. I'm not gonna take all
Sure.
day on it because we already know
Yeah.
the thing pretty much needs to be bored.
And here it says if it's necessary to replace pistons due to wear, the cylinder wall should be honed for .003 inches oversized or
Yep.
reamed and honed for .01, .02, .03, and .04 oversized pistons.
Yeah, well, you're gonna need more like probably board 20 over. Because you're already at 4 or 5. And this one's loose. See it? Come here.
Yeah.
This one's even bigger than that. See how it's just coming through?
Mm-hmm.
That's just going right through it easily. Get the bore on it too. These need to be bored. I don't know what they sell for that old of a motor.
Right.
So, we already know that it pretty much needs to be bored as well. We're not gonna sit there all day and mic that neither. Let's go ahead. That's why it's not holding the rings. It's too oversized. They're probably egg-shaped because they're so worn. So, you're not gonna have any luck with that neither. Let's go to the bottom. You ready?